I got a little fur ball right here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to yet another Top 5 NFL 2022 Draft video. We're getting major reaction from everyone. It is the Monday after the draft. And right now, guys, I'm going to give you my top 5 overall best picks based on value from the 2022 draft. So you're not going to see Ahmad Gardner, who I love Ahmad Gardner, but he got picked 4th overall. Aiden Hutchinson got picked 2nd overall. Those aren't great value picks, although they are really good players. These are more who got the best bang for their buck, who got the best overall value for their pick. I'm going to give a few honorable mention. In the first honorable mention, we're going to go Cam Taylor-Britt, the cornerback from Nebraska, picked 60th overall, so the end of the second round by the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals did a really good job getting the versatile Daxton Hill late in the first round and then going Cam Taylor-Britt. They completely remade their secondary. Cam Taylor-Britt was a top 35 player on my big board. Unbelievable ball skills. I absolutely love Cam Taylor-Britt. He is an honorable mention. And the other honorable mention I want to talk about, it's going to be Trey McBride, who was picked 55th overall by the Arizona Cardinals. He is a tight end from Colorado State. Love Trey McBride. By far the best tight end in this class. I have no clue why he wasn't considered a first-round talent. He's an above-average blocker. He's an above-average receiver. He's an above-average pass catcher. He's got really good hands. This guy needs to be the starter in Arizona quickly. I'm sick of hearing about Zach Ertz. He's old. He's slow. Trey McBride should be the starter. Release Zach Ertz. Do whatever you got to do. Trey McBride's a beast. I want to see him get 1,000 yards his rookie year. He's got the potential if he's given the opportunities. He's just an elite player. Great blocker, great hands, big target. Kyler Murray is going to love Trey McBride. Unbelievable value. Back half of the second round for the Arizona Cardinals. They did a really good job with their first 3 picks when you're looking at Trey McBride, Cameron Thomas, and then also Jay Sanders. Loved those first 3 picks by the Arizona Cardinals. So Trey McBride is an honorable mention. But coming in at number 5, we are going to have to go with Malik Willis. Just insane value. Even if you don't believe in Malik Willis, getting him 86 overall, the Tennessee Titans, the Titans are in a situation where you've got Ryan Tannehill for 1 more year on a really bad contract, and then you really have a big question mark at the quarterback position. Let's say Malik Willis is a bust. Let's say he's not good. You only invested a mid to late 3rd round pick on him. And this is the one thing I was thinking about, guys. Is Malik Willis really that much worse of an NFL draft prospect than Trey Lance? To where Trey Lance is going 3rd overall and Malik Willis is sitting there at 86? I think the Pittsburgh Steelers come out of this draft looking like fools. I think they're embarrassed at themselves. Their front office is really pissed right now because they, reached on Kenny Pickett at number 20 when you could have had Malik Willis in the 3rd round. That is insane value. Malik Willis at pick number 86. Even if you think he's going to be a bust, it's crazy value. There's no way Malik Willis with his, athletic upside, with what we've seen mobile quarterbacks do in the NFL nowadays, it is ridiculous. Malik Willis lasted until late 3rd round. That is a great pick by a team that's going to need a quarterback, and you don't even have to play Malik Willis this year. Take the pressure off. Absurd value. I had to include that at number 5. The Liberty quarterback goes to the Tennessee Titans. We'll see if they can develop him, and we'll see what they do with the quarterback position after Ryan Tannehill's contract is off the books. We know that's coming up. Moving on to number 4, it's another quarterback picked in the 4th round. It's going to be Bailey Zappe going to the New England Patriots. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think Bailey Zappe is just straight up better than Mac Jones, guys. I know I'm not the only one that thinks that. I am not the only one that thinks that. A lot of New England Patriots fans have been messaging me. They're having nightmares. They're freaking out. They know that Bailey Zappe, deep in their heart, Bailey Zappe is going to be the starting quarterback of the New England Patriots by week 8, folks. Mark it down. By week 8. He's just better than Mac Jones. He's just better. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Bailey Zappe was a top 32 overall player on my big board. People got scared because he went to Western Kentucky. You know, all these quarterbacks that go to Western Kentucky, they put up big stats, whatever. This guy threw for over 60 touchdown passes. He set all the FBS records. And unlike all those other Western Kentucky quarterbacks, he has an elite arm, and he also has elite mobility, pocket awareness, things like that. Bailey Zappe will be developed. He's got better overall arm strength than Mac Jones. He's going to be a better NFL quarterback than Mac Jones, getting him in the 4th round. We knew he was going to go in the 4th round, but it still doesn't mean it's not a great deal. It's a steal for the New England Patriots. He comes in at number 4. Moving on to number 3, it is going to be Travis Jones, the defensive tackle from Connecticut. He goes with pick number 76 in the 3rd round. This is a top 25 player on my big board. Travis Jones, an elite honking defensive tackle. It was the first 4 picks by the Baltimore Ravens were just unbelievable. They were the value, the overall value they got. They got basically 4 first-round picks with their first 4 picks. Now, obviously, David Ajabo's got the injury. He's not going to play. We know why he fell. But Travis Jones, Tyler Linderbaugh, Kyle Hamilton, and Ajabo is a crazy haul. Travis Jones, I think Travis Jones is better than Logan Hall. Logan Hall, excuse me, I like Logan Hall, the defensive tackle from Houston, but to me, Travis Jones is better than him. Logan Hall went with the first pick in the 2nd round. He went 33rd overall compared to Travis Jones going 76 overall. That is crazy value, man. Travis Jones to the Baltimore Ravens. That's a big clogging defensive tackle that I think is going to be really good for that defense. He comes in at number 3 overall on the best steals. Coming in at number 2, oh, thank God this pick was made. Thank God. My Cleveland Browns take David Bell, who was a top 15 player on my big board. They take David Bell with the 99th pick. A+, absolute A+. Why David Bell fell as far as he did, you know, it has to do with his 40 time, whatever. I really don't care. The fact that the Chicago Bears took Velus Jones Jr., a 25-year-old, 25 picks before David Bell goes, that's a war crime. That's a crime against humanity. That is absurd. The Browns desperately need a receiver. You've got Amari Cooper. There's big questions at the other position. You insert David Bell. David Bell's going to have 1,000 yards his rookie year if Deshaun Watson is not suspended. If Deshaun Watson plays all 17 games, David Bell is putting up a great rookie year. I am drafting David Bell in every single one of my fantasy drafts. He will be on every single one of my teams. I will make sure of it. David Bell is going to be a superstar. Pick number 99, and you put him on that offense with Deshaun Watson. Yeah, he'll have 1,200 yards easy. He'll have 1,200 yards his rookie year if Deshaun Watson isn't suspended. He's an absurd player. I compared him to Cooper Kupp. This is a guy, he knows how to get open. Unbelievable hands, unbelievable ball skills. It's not all about the 40 time. There are plenty of guys that ran bad 40 times that are elite NFL wide receivers. So David Bell is just another one, the receiver from Purdue, going in late in the 3rd round with pick number 99. It's so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. I think the Browns might have had a compensation pick they used on him, or it might have been a trade. I'm not sure, but either way, he comes in at number 2, and then number 1. The number 1 steal of the 2022 NFL draft, guys. It's mind-boggling. It's sad. It's disturbing what happened to Nakobe Dean. And Nakobe Dean is obviously my biggest steal. He goes to the Philadelphia Eagles with the 83rd pick. This was the number 1 overall player on my big board. And people will be like, well, you're stupid for having him number 1 overall. No, Nakobe Dean is that good. Scouts are stupid for not picking Nakobe Dean. That's the problem. And guys, like, you see someone like Quay Walker, who's his teammate from Georgia, who he ridiculously outproduced in everything. Everyone on Georgia exclaimed that Nakobe Dean was the real leader. He had better stats. He had better numbers. Quay Walker goes with pick 22, and Nakobe Dean goes 60 picks later? Folks, there's something wrong. No. There's something wrong with this. There really is. Nakobe Dean, the disrespect. Oh my. He comes in at number 1. Again, he was my number 1 player on my big board. I've already guaranteed he's going to be a Hall of Famer. We're looking at about an 8, maybe a 10-time Pro Bowler, about an 8-time All-Pro type player. Mini Bobby Wagner. Mini Bobby Wagner. That's what Nakobe Dean is. This is a guy, people say he's a tweener. He's too small. No, I just think he's the exact right size to be a superstar in the NFL. He's got a weird build to him, but his instincts, the leader, the enforcer, unbelievable tackler, aggressiveness, hard hitting, launching. Nakobe Dean is the perfect linebacker, the perfect middle linebacker, even though he's a little bit small to be a middle linebacker. It is so unbelievable. And then people were saying stuff about his medicals. Nakobe Dean never missed a game at Georgia. Oh, but he has bad medicals. Yes. Shut up. Just shut up. Nakobe Dean comes in at number 1. So, guys, once again, my honorable mentions, Cam Taylor-Britt. Love the value. Late second round of the Bengals. Also love the value of Trey McBride, who's going to be the number 1 tight end in Arizona. It's going to be unbelievable. Kyler Murray should be extremely happy that they picked him. Then we're going with my top 5. Malik Willis coming in at number 5. What an absolute steal for Tennessee, getting a young, promising quarterback. I think Malik Willis is a better NFL draft prospect than Trey Lance. Yet Trey Lance goes 3rd overall. Malik Willis goes 86. Trey Lance, folks. Malik Willis comes in at number 5. Number 4, Bailey Zappe. Bailey Zappe is already a better quarterback than Mac Jones. You heard it here first. Number 3, Travis Jones, the big defensive tackle from UConn. Love him. Love the Baltimore Ravens draft. Number 2, it's going to be David Bell. The Browns needed it. They got him. They got their number 2 receiver. He's going to be a superstar. And then number 1, Nakobe Dean. We all know how much I love Nakobe Dean, the absolute enforcer. This guy is going to be a Hall of Famer. Guaranteed, folks. But that's my top 5 biggest draft day steals, the best picks for their value. Those are my top 5, guys. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.